Hey crafters! In this video, I'm going to show you a brand new regular tag and gear die. This one is super fun and coordinates with a lot of our Graphic 45 staples. So to get started, let me just tell you a little bit on why we created these fun new metal dies. So we've been creating these different tag albums for quite a few years now. They come in 4 different colors. Nope, they come in 3 different colors and 4 different sizes. So they come in the ivory, craft, and black. That way you have all of your bases covered, and they come in this regular size, which is what we're using in this video, but we'll have 2 other videos where you can see the other sizes as well. They come in a large size and an ATC size, as well as a square size, which is perfect for Instagram photos and other fun things like that. But we also have lots of other coordinating staples as well that use these. So we have these book boxes that come in the 3 core staples or colors. And inside you get a binding ring, as well as 3 of the gorgeous regular tags. And you can see we also have a craft sample, and we do have it in ivory. And then we also have these fun albums that feature them as well. So we've got the rectangle album in ivory, and we also have it in black. And inside of each of these albums, I'll just open this one up for you. You can see there's lots of pages, which we love, but then there's also these fun little pocket pages that house 6 of these coordinating tags. So these are great to work with, and we have had lots of people ask and make requests when they've been using these in the past that they would love a die that fit around it perfectly, so they no longer had to trace and then find the perfect little circle punch to get that nice hole for your grommet. So we've listened to you, and we've come up with these new dies. And we are super excited to show you how to use these dies in this video. So I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer down to the workstation, and we will get started with you. So come along with me on this journey. So let me introduce myself. I'm Charee Filimoehala, here with the Graphic 45 family team, and so excited to be showing you how to use these fun dies. So with this particular set, with the regular tag and gear die, you're going to get 2 different pieces, but you're going to see how much fun they are to use. So first off, let's go ahead and get started with the tag. I'm using a Spellbinders Platinum machine. These do work with other machines as well, so just pull out your machine and let's start having some fun. And then I'm going to use this gorgeous paper from our old Curiosity Shop Deluxe Collector's Edition. This one is called Parlor Wall. It's got some fun bees and other flourishes on there. And one of the tips I want to give you when using our tag dies is that you do want to place them on your cutting plate on a bit of an angle. So that way when it's going through and the pressure is going over, it won't like to pop around and wobble. When you do it this way, because of all that pressure being added, it does have a bit of a hard time. So I like to think of it as going over a speed bump in a car. You just want to take it on an angle, and then that pressure will be applied a lot smoother. So now that I've put my die down onto my plate, onto my sandwich, I'm going to run this through. And with our tag dies, what's really great about these is that you can cut multiple papers at a time. So I have cut hundreds of these already with this, and I've cut up to 3 papers at a time, and they look flawless. So it's a great tip when you're doing an album or something where you know you want a lot of these. But look how gorgeous this has come out, and just like that. So no longer having to take out your pen and tracing out the tags. So you can see this goes on here just wonderfully. So it does have a nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. That way you can show off your different layers and details, and it makes it pop just that much more. So I'm gonna wanna actually glue this onto a black one, since I'm gonna go for more of a steampunk feel. So opening up this regular tag album, I'm going to use one of these and I'm going to glue this onto here. That's looking so good already. So let's pull out our Tombow Mono liquid adhesive. You can use whatever you'd prefer. But I do think when you're going over that fine detail of the arch, you might want to use a liquid adhesive just to get that little piece there to make sure it's nice and adhered. So once you've added the adhesive, I'm just gonna work this around until all of my edges are nice and even, making sure it's where I want. And then you can go ahead and take a brayer or a bone folder and just work out any of those air bubbles. And this will get nice. All right. So isn't that already looking good? And I know if you are like me and you've done a lot of projects with these, you are going to be so excited that you no longer have to trace those out. And because when you're using a die, you get all of this metal, so we wanted to make sure that what was being cut out from the inside was also going to be something really great for our G45ers to use as well. So we've come up with 3 fun ideas. This one, of course, is our steampunk gears, and it does come up as one big plate, which is fun to use. It makes for fun backgrounds and other things. But you can also cut it apart. So you can cut out 2 of these and show you, well, I've already cut out one, so I'll just cut out one more and we can show you both ways to use it. So again, just running this through my machine. And with this one, with my machine, I've only had to go through it once for this die, even though it is intricate. If you have a machine that has more, maybe your plates are more warped or something else, you might want to try going through twice just to ensure you get all those details. But that I would suggest doing with any intricate die, just making sure. And you should know your machine best, so alrighty. So after that, to get out all those fun little bits and pieces, I like to use one of these little tools. I know Spellbinders has one as well called the Tool-in-One. So that just kind of helps get out all those little pieces. And then from there, I like to take a nice little craft pick and start popping out our die cut. So with die cuts, they always have these nice little release holes. You can see in this one, there's one in each corner. So I'd go ahead and pop that out. And then from there, you can slowly start peeling up your die cut. And you're gonna get out all those little pieces. All right. So as you can see, this is looking really good. Again, if you're working with an older machine, it might be nice to go through that twice, just because there are so many fun little details. And then with these leftover pieces, you can always throw those away, but with some of these fun little circles and shapes, I think that it's always fun to put those in a little envelope or a container, and you can always add these to your shaker cards or other things or other projects. There's lots of uses to use these fun little circles. So if you've got some creative tips on how you like to use your little extra pieces, be sure to share below in the comment section to let us know. We always love to pass on your tips. So as you can see, this is looking great. Let's clean up my space a little bit so we can start having a little more fun. All right. Pull that to the side. So for the first example, I'm taking one of our regular tags, and this has been covered with our Little Woman paper, and I'm just going to glue this down on the top, and you can see it starts to form a really fun tag. And you could leave it as is, or you could always, you know, add a little birthday sentiment or whatever you'd like, however you're using this. And with our intricate dies, I do like to use some liquid glue, a craft mat, and either a makeup sponge or a paintbrush, just to dab on all those, to dab on this adhesive to get all those details. But we'd always love to hear your tips below on how you adhered your decorative intricate dies. And then I'm just going to glue this onto this tag. You can see how easy that was to really make a standout tag. So along with that, I'm going to use a scratch piece of paper to kind of get down all my gears. Looking good. All right. So doesn't that look great so far? So much fun. But another fun way to use these, and what our thinking was when creating them, is that you could also easily just start pulling out the pieces and use those as is as well. So if you wanted to add on to your mixed media layouts or projects, you can just cut apart just, you know, a few gears at a time and just add those onto your projects. So you can see this it's coming together beautifully. Another fun idea is to leave some of these in here, and then you could go ahead and use this as a frame. So now that I've cut out a few of these, I could go ahead and frame a picture and then have those fun details in there to really bring it to life and add that much character. So those are just a fun, fast and easy tips using this die. We hope that you have a blast creating with these, and be sure to share your projects on Instagram and Facebook using the hashtag graphic45. Until then, happy paper crafting.